care of my coffee beans.
When you care about coffee as much as Dunkin' Donuts does, it's heartbreaking to part with it.
Bye.
But now more and more people are taking home Dunkin' Donuts fresh roasted coffee beans, so you can make coffee at home with the same rich blend we use in the shop.
I know you'll be good.
What's more, now our coffee beans are at a price you'll feel at home with. 2 pounds for just $6.99.
At least you're going to a good home.
In 1992, we made a promise that our brothers and sisters could live smoke-free lives. Since then, they've gotten the message. They're no longer falling for the tobacco industry's hype, and people are quitting at nearly 4 times the national rate. But the tobacco industry hurt us too, and they're spending an estimated $100 million a year to promote smoking in our state. But this battle isn't about money. It's about saving lives. That's why our voices must continue to be heard.
And good morning, everyone. Clouds are over New England right now, setting the stage for quite a snow event that's upcoming. You see a lot of moisture from the Gulf Coast states streaming up the East Coast right now, and with time we're going to see some snow developing and getting heavier, especially during the overnight hours and tomorrow morning. Right now, the main storm system is over the Ohio River Valley. It's going to transfer a lot of its energy to the mid-Atlantic coast, where another storm system will get going and move northeastward, staying south of New England. When storms stay south of us, we stay in the cold air, so this is going to be mainly a snow event, maybe some rain over Cape Cod, and that's really about all. I don't expect much warm air to get up into New England from this system as it stays away from us. Plenty of moisture with this. You see a lot of yellows, oranges, and reds. Some severe thunderstorms over the southeast states, and the western part of the nation is pretty calm right now. The cold air is in place. Temperatures today will generally be in the 20s. We're getting warm air on the warm side of that storm, and some good ingredients here. A very strong thermal gradient in the east coast existing where that storm system is really winding up. By tomorrow morning, it'll be south of us. It'll move northeastward during the day. Heavy snow in the morning, getting a little bit lighter in the afternoon. Northeast winds will gust close to 40 miles per hour along the coast, with some coastal flooding at times of high tide. So tomorrow morning for the commute, this is what I'm looking at for snowfall amounts. Lesser amounts up north. They're further away from the storm, but 6 to 10 inches through Boston, a little more as you get into Connecticut, a little less in Cape Cod with some rain mixing in. Add a few more inches by late tomorrow, a foot plus through southern New England, and then light snow continuing Wednesday night and Thursday may even add a little bit more to those numbers you see there. So some flurries today with some steadier snow starting late today over southernmost New England. Heavy snow tonight, and tomorrow look for snow heaviest in the morning. Mixed precipitation Cape Cod, and some light snow could continue on Thursday, but the heaviest is going to be tonight, tomorrow morning. Looks like terrible driving conditions, traveling conditions, and any kind of transportation, and just stay home if you can, I guess, bad advice.
That's good advice.
Yeah, because this is going to be a pretty big one. Never saw anything like this really last year. It's certainly the biggest one in a couple of years.
Now we've stored up. All right. Thank you, Fulvio. Flying Santas have been spotted at lighthouses in New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. Really, it's a tradition spanning nearly 7 decades. And New England Cable News reporter Ian Vogel caught up with the jolly old elf on his New Hampshire visit.
Ever wonder how Santa keeps track of all the good little boys and girls? Well, this may be his secret.
The Emily are.
Emily?
Look.
But on this day, Santa's flying a special route to visit the children of Coast Guard families who take care of New England lighthouses. Santa's made the trip for 66 years, visiting up to 600 children a year.
Lighthouse keepers really are a different breed. They need special attention. They've had special attention, and they'll continue to get special attention.
Santa, otherwise known as George Morgan, a chef by trade, has been offering that attention for 15 years.
If you get a pony, where could you keep it? Could you keep it?
Morgan says oftentimes these families are separated during the holidays while husbands or wives are out on sea patrol. It's a feeling grandmother Joan Cove knows all too well.
Oh, yes, and I think this is very important for the children to have this extra excitement, especially if the dads happen to be out to sea.
The Flying Santa tradition began back in 1929 when a captain named William Winkapaw was flying a cargo run up the eastern seaboard. He got stuck in a surprise nor'easter, and it was a light from these lighthouses which saved his life. Captain Winkapaw was able to chart a course through the blinding snow by following the beams of 7 lighthouses along the southern Maine coast. He returned the following Christmas with gifts for the families at the remote beacons.
How about a Tonka toy? Would you like that, too?
Now, the Flying Santa program touches families at more than 30 lighthouses a year. Before the lights became automated, the program reached more than 117 houses. But never by reindeer.
Well, all the reindeers have to rest till Christmas Eve night. You cannot use them. We've been feeding them and feeding them, getting their energy stored up.
Still, some children would undoubtedly prefer the old ways.
I like the reindeer better because Rudolph. I like Rudolph.
But toys are still toys, and that's just fine with these kids. As for the Coast Guard...
Oh, I definitely keep a list of who's naughty and nice, but most of them are nice.
They get more adult treats like coffee and shaving cream. And although Coast Guard officers have more or less displaced the tradition of salty mariners tending these lighthouses, this tradition shows no signs of fading. The legend of Captain Winkapaw and the Flying Santa still endures. Ian Vogel, New England Cable News, Newcastle, New Hampshire.
And that will do it for this half hour. Thanks for joining us. And remember, stay with us here at New England Cable News throughout the day for continuous storm coverage. I'm Stephanie Hart. Headlines are up next on New England Cable News.